What it is, people, this is Coach Mike from the Strength Faction coming at you from Rebel Strength and Conditioning in Chicago. And this week we're going to shy away from the tip just a little bit, and I'm going to tell you a little story about how the Strength Faction has helped me in the last just under 2 years. So I found them through Todd, right? So Todd had done a couple workshops here, and what I noticed about Todd was not the best looking dude in the world, kind of annoying traits, personality wise, but his coaching knowledge and his approach was right up my alley. It was very refreshing, very humble, but he brought something to the table that I hadn't really seen in presentations with his Art of Coaching presentation. And so that really piqued my interest. I really started following and reading his material after that. And unfortunately, we kind of became friends. My loss there. But so after following him for a while, he approached me and said, "Hey, I want you to give this a shot." And he sent me a registration for the Strength Faction. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm not really thinking much of it. What I've noticed in that first 16 weeks was that I was saving a bunch of time. I was learning things that weren't necessarily mind-blowing, but they were the basics, right? They were the things that as coaches, we're always pushed to learn more, and the implementation of what we learn kind of gets pushed aside. And what I noticed in my first time participating in the Strength Faction was that the implementation was kind of the thing of it, right? So yes, you're getting this information that may or may not be new to you, but the way that it's presented and the way that Todd and Chris kind of teach you to seamlessly implement this information into your day-to-day routines really saved me a bunch of time. And one of the things that I would say is arguably the biggest challenge for people in our profession is not dumping your entire day into what we do as a profession, having a life outside of the gym. So it made a tremendous impact on my life. I did in fact learn a lot of new stuff, but I wouldn't even say that was the biggest impact it had on me. It was the lifestyle change that it was made on my life directly. And then as I became a coach, I was lucky enough to have them invite me to be a coach in the Strength Faction. I noticed that the learning never stopped, right? Because what the Strength Faction is it isn't about myself or Todd or Chris as coaches or our mentors that work so hard for us and for our clients. It's the whole community as one being, right? So what I noticed was there's so many people learning from each other, so many people connecting and networking and creating opportunities for each other. And what they've done, Todd and Chris, so successfully is create a relaxed environment where professionals can learn sans the ego, sans the pressure to be something that you don't necessarily want to be. To talk to that point a little bit more, even we go the opposite side of the spectrum with that is we're going to celebrate who you are and encourage you to be who you are and be that individual. So the learning never stopped after becoming a coach. As much as I help people and guide their experience through the Strength Faction, my learning never stopped, just because the community is such a tight-knit group that is full of so many smart people coming from so many different backgrounds, working in different aspects of our industry. We have university strength coaches, we have PTs, we have people that run corporate gyms, We have people that own their own facilities, and then we have people that have just starting out in in the industry as a trainer. So it's interesting to see all those personalities, all those experience levels, and all those, and then you factor in the fact that you have people around the globe. We have a trainer in Egypt. So there's a lot of different unique perspectives coming in. You combine that with the environment that's created, and it's one hell of a learning experience. And then even further, what I noticed this last semester in Strength Faction is I had my entire staff at Rebel on the Strength Faction. And what it's done for us as a business has been unbelievable. To be honest with you, it's been a rough go at Rebel for the last 6 months. We've had a lot of changes. We've had a lot of challenges, both personal and business related. And I am confident in saying that not only has it been my unbelievable staff, our outstanding member base, but the Strength Faction has really helped us on the business side keep the ship afloat, and not only keep it afloat, but we're making progress. On that aspect, in that aspect, the Strength Faction has helped my staff and helped the business side develop and become a tighter team. We're saving a bunch of time because we have, the Strength Faction is kind of taking care of our in-services. It's giving us guidance on how to write our programming, save time doing that, and then really helped us with little things such as making videos, expanding our social media reach. So it's just really been a great experience all around, and I can't wait for this next semester to start. I hope you guys consider joining us and getting better with all of us, and hope you have a great day. Strength Faction, Happy New Year to you, and we'll see you next week.